What's good guys, my name is Ishan. You're probably busy, which is perfect because on this channel we like to keep things short and sweet. No fluff, just quick and to the point. So in the next few minutes we're going to be going over why Hyliion stock has been getting absolutely obliterated, plus a super important technical analysis at the end because I'm seeing way too many people buy into the stock without even taking into consideration the technicals at all. So as always, if you appreciate these short and value-packed videos, make sure to drop a quick sub and let's clock in. So many of you might have seen my last Hyliion video where I said I was finally buying it, but what I did say very clearly during the technical analysis portion of that video was that Hyliion was right at the 180-day SMA on the 6-month chart and that I would only buy if it bounced at the 180-day SMA and we got confirmation that it was holding it. And well, as you can see, it fell right through instead of bouncing, and in fact I still haven't bought the stock yet. And other callouts I've made include Appian up 80% since I called it out in the 40s, SBE stock in the $12 that in fact hit 17 today, Elastic NV in the 90s now at 120, and so many more. But anyways, back to Hyliion, the big question you all want answered: why is the stock falling? And you know what, I'm seeing all these YouTube videos saying the stock is falling because of a short report, this, that, blah blah blah, all these different things, but no clear concise answer, and the truth is that all of that stuff is false. So I'm sure you all probably know about the whole short seller report by Bonita's research claiming Hyliion's technology is fake. And sure, that report might have to do something with why the stock is dropping, but if you really look at the chart, the stock has been dropping even before the report. The truth about why Hyliion stock is dropping is because the stock honestly got way too ahead of itself and now there's panic. Let me explain. So I don't want to classify Hyliion as a complete pump and dump. I am a bull long term. I really believe in the company. But what we have going on here is exactly like a pump and dump. So what we got was the initial hype. We had all your YouTubers losing their mind like wild monkeys saying this is going to be the next Tesla, this is going to be a $1 trillion company, all sorts of clickbait for the views, and I don't blame them. After all, I did contribute by placing a price target of $100 on the stock, but remember I clearly said that it would hit 100 within 2 years. But then you have YouTubers claiming $100 within a month, and so we got panic buying and boom, the stock exploded higher. We went to 40, we went to 50, we went to 60, and the buyers kept buying, dumping their life savings into Hyliion like a gambling addict. And well, the merger finally happened and people were like, dang, this company's not worth $8 billion right now. I mean, Hyliion completed the merger at a $1.5 billion valuation at $10 a share, and here the stock was valuing the company at over $8 billion, and hence the profit taking and fear mongering began. And so the stage we're at right now is people who bought way up panicking and causing the stock to sell off even more. That's why every bounce is put back down, because it's being used as an opportunity for these people who bought way up high to sell, and that combined with short sellers, warrants being exercised, is all continuing to hurt the stock even more. But so before we jump into the technicals and talk about when the stock is actually going to bottom and this cycle of the pump and dump kind of fades off and we begin actually moving higher properly, let's just talk about what fundamentally it's going to take for this company's stock to recover. Say what you want about Nikola stock, but the reason it's been doing well and is still hanging in there despite so much controversy is because of two reasons. One, they stayed in the news. Milton was vocal online, CNBC talked about them, and so on and so on. And this was the biggest thing because I believe just being in the news and having hype around them led to number two, which was very large strategic partnerships and deals with the company. And look, I did watch J-Mac's interview with Thomas Healy, the co-founder and CEO of Hyliion, where he clearly said that they don't want to announce all these deals and partnerships right now until those deals and contracts are actually 100% signed and completed. But as we can see, that tactic hasn't really worked that well for the stock so far. And so the one major thing that Hyliion has to do is become more mainstream. Like, they don't even have a single CNBC interview. All their PR is small events, and that has has to change. Another quick thing is that $3.5 billion of Nikola's $7.5 billion market cap is held by institutional investors, whereas Hyliion only $255 million out of their nearly $4 billion market cap is held by institutions. Institutions are more likely not to sell over short-term moves and bring more stability to the stock. Right now what you're seeing is a lot of the stock is controlled by retail investors and smaller funds, and this combined together is causing a lot of volatility within the stock. And all of this is despite barely any negative news or negative about the company. Now onto the major technical analysis. As you can see, it broke the 180-day SMA around $40. Right now the stock has zero support at $23. If we get a bounce, it'll most likely not last. So it is highly likely we'll see $18 to $20, and that's where I would be looking to buy a medium-sized position. Even at 23, I'm personally contemplating buying very little, but ideally $18 to $20 is where there's support and it's looking like the best place to buy in. And at that point, we can also expect the company's market cap to drop substantially, almost right below $3 billion, and at that, the company is pretty cheap. So make sure you subscribe and like, and let me know down below if you plan to be buying Hyliion stock anytime soon, what you guys think about all of this, what you think the company needs to do. Let me know all of that down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy, clocking out for now. Peace.